So after loading the dashboard, you can see following menus in the top toolbar: transactions, reports, master, accounts. So we will go through quickly one by one. So most important functions I will quickly go through. So this first button is search to see entire transactions. So in a particular date or between two dates. So currently there is no data, you don't see anything. So the commonly used buttons are receipt, sample entry, certificate entry, and invoice entry. So you can see the same the right side as well. So right side there is a cascading toolbars which is categorized as front office, that is usually the major transaction the front office person will do. The testing lab is actually the lab entries. You can see the right side, the same transaction you can see over here as well. It's same. And setting is for the configuration for information such as company and other printing related settings and SMS, email and more. So currently SMS is not enabled. We need to get a plan and associate it with this package. Then only you can send SMS. So, but email you can directly send. It will work. So, before going to receipt and so I will just quickly say what is the purpose of these buttons. Receipt entry is storing the uh, noting down the information that is received during whenever we get item. For testing, sampling entry is we will be cutting that item and give it to the sampling department. So we will be storing some information. A certificate is the certificate printing, and invoice entry is final part of this. So lab entry functionalities in this module. In, so there is lab entry and stock maintenance, receipt and issuing. Issuing of stock is automatic, but you can do that manually also. To start with, you need to create the customer details and the type of item you are going to receive. So currently there are few items that such as gold bar, gold jewelry, gold bit. If you have some more item that you are going to receive as for testing, then you need to create those item details such as other than these three. If you have some any item like that, you can create it. Then another thing is the customer name. You need create the customers for the first times. later you can use it. So it is basically creating the customer account. So system will automatically maintain the ledger. So this is called account master. You can create a new. So there will be some system related accounts as well as some common has been said. If you want any of these to appear in the voucher entry, you can disable it from clicking here edit and marking it inactive. Currently we need to create some new customer so that we can receive the item from them. So you can click on new button and account type you need to select customers. If the customers have some license number, or you can enter the. It is not my trend, but so I will be entering some test address. You can put in like place. You can put email ID will be useful. If you create the email ID, you can after creating the certificate, you can simply send the certificate into the it will to the customer. It will automatically pick this email ID and send to their with attached certificate details. So none of these are mandatory, but we can save it. So you can see that customer over here. So I have created customer named Test Jewelry. So in the transaction, you can click receipt entry whenever a customer bring the item gold ornaments or gold bar for testing. You need to pick this option and enter the details. So date and time you can choose. It will automatically show the current system date and time. So I select test jewelry and selecting gold bar. So received the total weight of the gold bar. So I am putting a rough value over here. So return weight after cutting we are retain the gold bar. So you can enter the return weight. Start code and end code. After cutting the item, we will put the uh, the bit, the pieces we got after cutting a gold bar. We will put it in a cover, and that cover will have your year code. That will be unique for entire year. So I have given AA. So the code will be like A is the year code, and it will the next year, for example, it will be AB. So like that, for example, 2024 it is AA, and 2025 it will be AB. That is the sequence when you put A and like that. So the number will be unique. So because we have one only one item, it one gold bar we got, and the testing will be one testing limited. So the code will be between 1 and 2. Anyway, you can edit if you want this, you want to change it. So you can take this. There is a once again it is saved, and let me. Yeah, we need to set up a printing design over here. So currently there is no printing design configured. So after receiving item, the item will be transferred to the lab. So in the lab, you need to select sample entry and select that item. Party details will be automatically coming. Whatever the weight received for that the piece we got after cutting, we need to enter that weight. Currently I'm putting the code will be automatically coming because we have selected that while receiving the item. You can see it is saved. The next step is certificate entry. So before going to the certificate entry, the lab, you need to finish the lab entry. So lab entry, okay, the finance will automatically calculate. You can see the values. So after saving, you can print the certificate. It will automatically bring the values. After certificate entry, we can print the invoice. So the rate it will show based on the setting. So what is the rate for per item? That is the way it will show. So you can set that as a rate. If it is one, can set that's a rate.